Hello, everybody. Breaking chains. Man, how many times I record this, man? Okay, let's get into it. Hey, let's do it again, man. With the people. Hey, like, share, subscribe. Let's do this thing, man. I'm gonna get on this, man. I did it like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna get this right, man. Breaking Change Network coming to you, man. Like I said, like, share, and subscribe to the brother. Give him some more love. I ain't asking for much. I'm just asking y'all, man. Make sure you hit that like on that button. Bing! That's all y'all gotta hear. And hit that Nelly bell so whatever video that I got coming for you, any video that I have something for you, just make sure it's coming. Cause I'm bringing the truth. I ain't bringing facts. I'm bringing the truth. The truth will set you free. And I just want to come to you right now. This is Sean B. Stewart. Breaking Chains coming to you right now. Yeah, we breaking chains coming to you, man. Breaking generation curses, man. That's what that's what a lot of us that, myself doing right now. We breaking these chains, these ungodly yokes, these strongholds, these soul ties, whatever it is that's on our bloodline. We breaking it off. Pride, lust of the eyes, lust of the flesh, all that negativity that God don't like, sins in our life, we breaking it off. These lifestyles that we've been living, we breaking it off. But I'm gonna give y'all a little behind background about myself. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber. I've been on this thing about 1.5 years, but only 27 subscribers, but I don't. They trying to block me from getting all my views because I'm speaking the truth. So just keep on hitting me up, man, because God gonna continue to bless this channel. I know I only got 27. It's gonna keep on going up, but I just want to say thank you. Just allowed to share the word to you. I'm just a regular person trying to give out the word. I once upon a time, I was married 6 years ago. My wife passed away almost 6 years, and it was gonna be 6 years in October this year. And I have a son, and right now we got evicted from our home, and we live in a hotel right now as we speak. And right now I can't complain on what's going on. I have a roof over my head, and shelter, uh, food to eat, car to work. We still doing the thing. Only thing that's changed is the location. And I just want to thank God for everything that's going on. I want to thank God for a new house, new wife, new life, new everything, whatever it is that's going on that I have to be obedient about and sacrifice of what's going on in Heavenly Father and the kingdom. Just do what I have to do in the kingdom. And I was battling my children, childhood of ADHD and a lot of that going on. Like I said, pride, lust, envy, anger. I had a lot of anger in my life, and what else? Stubbornness, pride, a lot of that stuff. And I had a mentally disability in my childhood, and I went through a lot with that in elementary. I sometimes I get home. I leave the first person to leave my house and be the last person to get home. I get home. I leave like around about 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning and get back home to about 6, like everybody in their house. And I'm trying to go outside to play. I got about 30 minutes to play, but everybody gotta go home and do homework. So it doesn't matter, but it got better after a while when I got to junior high and high school. But it was alright. I had an IEP through all my 12 years of school. I got 2 degrees from college. Like I said, I got married when I was in 2013. My wife passed away in 2017, and it would have been 10 years this year. So, and then I also have a wonderful family, in-laws, and in my family, my mother and my brothers, I still, they still here supporting me along the way, even though, they helping me out a lot of stuff. But, uh, and what else, I'm a good, loving person, cheerful, charming, laid back type of person, and trying to keep my head straight and steadfast in the Lord, and trying to do the best I can of my ability, because whatever it is that's my ability is, that's what the enemy trying not to let me see my strong ability. I'm trying to see the full purpose, but I'm working on getting to that point. I'm seeking my identity right now, and that's the hardest, scary thing to do, to seek your identity once you've been bound these so many years from the enemy. So that's what's going on. I've been breaking free. I broke free. I'm like, it's like I'm in a halfway house trying to figure out what God need me to do next, so I can get to the promised land. And I'm right there. It just, I just got, some things that I need to work on. I don't want to say stomach blocks, but it seems like that is. But I see it in the spirit of what's going on, But God been handling this thing like He been showing me a lot of corrections on myself and corrections from people, and He been showing me some things that I never know about myself. So that's basically what's going on. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get into the word. It's basically like pulling you out of your lifestyle, whatever it is that you was going through, your workplace, the business you was in, the lifestyle you was in, the family you was in, the relationship you was in, the marriage you was in, just pulling you out so you could go into something new. And as a lot of us, God did it to us. He yanked us out of the situation to pull you into something new. You know what I'm saying? A new car, he pull you out that old car and put it in a new car. New job, old job, and put you in a new job. So this is what I'm gonna tell you. Deuteronomy 30:1-4, and verse 4 is the verse that we are talking about, but he wanted me to get you ready for it. He said, when all these blessings and curses I have set before you come upon you, and you take them to heart, whatever the Lord your God, but to purge you among the nations, and then when you and your children return to the Lord your God and obey Him with all your heart and with all your soul, according to everything I command you today, then the Lord your God will restore your fortunes and have compassion on you, and gather you again from all the nations where He scattered you. Verse 4. Even if you have been banished to the most distant lands under the heavens, from there the Lord your God will gather you and bring you back. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I've been trying to tell you. He gonna banish you. He gonna take you out there environment. He gonna put you through a season of wilderness, and then he gonna put you back a different place, different people. He might put you back in the same predicament, but a different lifestyle, a different mindset. And that's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You breaking all these curses off your life. Breaking all these bindings that you've been going through, these yokes, these ungodly yokes, these soul ties, breaking it off, these strongholds, whatever it is that the enemy been bound you down for all. He taking you down that memory lane. He taking you through that. So when you get to this new thing, your mind gonna be ready. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna have everything together, but he knows when to go back, back to the business that you was doing, a different workplace, And then on top of that, he telling you, don't go in like you did last season. Don't be going in highlighting. Don't be coming in, with a band behind you. Don't be coming in with people behind you. Don't come in loud mouth. He don't want you to do all that. He just wants you to come in, say what you gotta say, and go to work. Serve my people. Are you ready for that? That's the first thing he's gonna ask you to do. I'm not trying to be no stumbling block for nobody. And then he gonna ask you to do a lot of stuff. He gonna get you to stop doing a lot of stuff. Stop drinking, stop smoking, stop eating that food, stop drinking that juice, stop drinking that soda, stop this, stop that. There's a lot of stuff you're gonna have to stop doing. Stop listening to that type of music, listen to this type of music. And then he ain't gonna tell you not to listen. And then some music right now for me, I'm picking out the music that can align with me now. I'm listening to this spiritual gospel music that I ain't never heard before, and it's pretty good. They speaking some good stuff in there. And then I'm still listening to some of the old gospel music, because some of the gospel music itself, you gotta make sure you listen to the words right, because some of the gospel music they trying to put on a concert, trying to do too much. But some of them you could tell, because you got to be sermon on what's going on. You just sermon of what's going on. But who know what's gospel, what's. But he wants you to come in and serve his people, no matter if it's the body of Christ or the enemy. He wants you to come in humble. I know some of us don't want to do that. Coming into an environment and humble yourself is a hard thing to do, because you've been isolated for a long time, and then he asks you to go back to talking to people and interacting with people, because we need bodies to to help us through this situation. You gonna need help in some certain seasons in your life to go through that, you know what I'm saying? And you're gonna need help. That's what this season is all about too, is you're gonna need help. It's not about pride. It's about dying of self. You're gonna be dying of flesh. The pride don't have to do with it, because pride is gone. Because if you bring with it, offensive and a lot of stuff with it, but if you walk into it and somebody trying to offend you, and you don't, and you approach it differently than you was, that means you've been working on yourself. So it don't have to deal with pride. You speaking the truth. Sometimes when somebody talk about it, they want to get into it, you want to speak the truth. But it's not about pride. It's about dying of self. That's what he wants you to do. He don't want you to bring in the old mindset with it. He wants you to leave that old mindset somewhere else. He don't want you to bring in a new old wineskin into a new wineskin, because it's not gonna work. Because that's what it's gonna happen. It's gonna break. You're gonna be spilling. You're gonna be cussing out the supervisor, or you might be cussing out the co-worker. He don't want you to come in like that. He wants you to come in humbling, being about yourself in a way, defend yourself you know, peacefully. You know, you ain't gotta be heavy headed, you know what I'm saying, about the situation. Just come in peaceful, you know, because you gotta look at what Jesus was doing when he came into the earth. He didn't come in like, I don't give my crown, give my staff, give my angels. He ain't come in like that. He came in like a normal person. He served his people. He healed sick. He did everything he was gonna say he was gonna do. Some people didn't even know who he was. You know, that's what people gonna be thinking, especially when you going to back to people that you love. They don't be really noticing you now. You know, because usually you be, you know, going in hollering and screaming, but you coming in like, hey, how you doing? People like, yeah, that's part of it. He wants you to come in. The family is a different way. He don't want you to bust in the door like you used to. He wants you to like, hey, hey, even though you got the key. I mean, he got the key. Knock. He wants you to knock at the door, cause that's part of what he asking you to do, and then he testing you because he have the blessings right there. But if you want, he said, don't open that door with that key. You better not open that door with that key, even though you got it. They're gonna be mad when they open the door, but don't open the door with the key. So yeah, he wants you to go in like that, man, in a different approach of things, man, and just he'll give you more knowledge and wisdom and fruit of the spirit as you go. And then you're gonna be seeing a lot of spirit that you was dealing with. You're gonna be seeing confusion, control, manipulation, pride, lust. You're gonna be seeing all that stuff. And it's gonna be a mind blowing of what you see, and like, I'm not going back no more. You know, once you on this journey for a minute and you start seeing that, you don't want to go back. You don't want to go back. I'm just trying to tell y'all, man, this is the words encouragement. I'm not trying to speak nobody's head off. I'm trying to give y'all the knowledge of what I went through, what I'm going through, and there's a lot of stuff going on that I don't know, you know, because you ain't gonna know once you in on this journey with God. You ain't gonna know. I ain't gonna say you ain't gonna be hitting the iceberg. You ain't gonna tip the iceberg yet. You know what I'm saying? You might not be on the radar yet. But once you get there, man, I'm just like, whoa, it's scary. You're like, man, you're like all this stuff what I went. I mean, I'm seeing it now. You know, when I walk into the world, when I go into the world, especially going to stores, and I start seeing just, you know, you get heard, you know, just heard things that you never heard before. You start seeing things you never seen before, and you can't say it out loud. You just gotta keep it inside and just, you know. And sometimes gotta be like, go talk to that person, get that something to get it to them. You know what I'm saying? You might the only meal that you had that night, and you like give it to you, give that to him, and he'll give you that meal right back to you, and that's what he want you to do. And is it real? Yeah. You know, he's testing your faith as you go through that situation, and just keep doing it because people watching you. I mean, big and small, your children and people that you know, and people you don't know is watching you. Even God himself watching you. The angels is watching you. Even the enemy is watching. They can't even do nothing. They can, but it ain't gonna work when you establish what's going on. I'm just telling you, man. Just watch what he do. It's gonna blow your mind open. And I'm just telling you, man, there's nothing but fact. This is true. This is true what God could do, man. Just Think about what Jesus was doing. You can heal folks. You can heal folks. You can discern what's going on in the situation. And you can have wisdom. A lot of people have wisdom, but they got worldly wisdom. Godly wisdom is totally different. It's totally different. People thinking like, you got wisdom, why you in that circumstances? Because why you in that situation? Are you happy? It's a difference between when you have a home and a house. Are you happy in that house or home? Are you happy? Are you have joy in your heart? I have joy right now. I going on. I want more. That's what I'm saying. I want more in this situation. I'm going to do better this season because I have something that I'm working for. That's my goal. I'm working for that. I'm trying to make sure me and my son have a better living expense. That's what I'm doing. I'm happy. But make sure you have joy too. Because if you don't have joy, that happy will fall off and you will kind of start the cycle over again. So you got to do what's right. You could have all the money in the world, but you're not happy. You don't have joy. But that person in that hotel, that homeless person have joy in their heart. They love where they at right now. They got something that's coming for them. And that's what I'm telling you. That you might have all the money in the world. You ain't happy. You don't have joy. But the poorest man is happy in his circumstances. Please don't let the circumstances determine your lifestyle. Because you got something better out there. You got something bigger and better out there for you to become or who you want to become. So don't let nobody else dictate your life. Because you have something out there right now waiting on you. Waiting on that door to open. But don't let nobody discourage you what's going on in your life because you've been through it too much to not let that happen. So God pulled you back for a reason. He set you back for a reason. To launch you into those blessings, those miracles, those breakthroughs. And then on top of that, you keep on blessing people. You're going to keep on praising God. You're going to still be glorifying His name. Even though you might be having $1 million in your bank account. You still doing what God asking you to do. And He keep on blessing you. That's what you're supposed to do. You still living your life, but you still giving up God His praise and honor and glory. That's what you got to do. So I got to get off this signing off in Jesus' name. Amen.